Sito has been observing the engagements taking place between South Africa and Germany, and we cross live to her now. Thanks very much, Diabo. What's been happening and what have you been observing?
Good afternoon, Nampu. Well, we've just been inside the room where the South Africa and German business delegation is currently holding talks. For the benefit of our viewers who may not have seen the address that the president made, basically reiterating our commitment to trade relations with Germany, giving us a few numbers about just how important Germany is to South Africa as an economy, and that, some important things such as energy issues. These are the kind of issues that South Africa is looking to Germany to, and he makes an example about their transition from fossil fuel or coal. You may already know that Germany is the largest producer of coal, and they have a plan that by 2030 they would be completely not using coal, or being less dependent on coal and using renewable energy. So, which in other words means just an energy transition from one source to another. These are obviously the plans that South Africa itself has, but currently we know the challenges that we have with energy, and he did reiterate to the business community of Germany that they are, as a government, working on plans to make sure that Eskom as a power utility is on a more stable footing, Nompu. And I did observe that the CEO of Eskom, Mr. Andre de Ruyter, was in the meeting along with other business leaders. He also talked about the issue of skills transfer, asking the German delegation to commit themselves somewhat to the FET colleges in South Africa in terms of helping with skills transfer and building skills indeed. Germany also doing very well in that area. Currently, I'm sure throughout the day, if you have been, as a viewer, been watching SABC News, you'll now know that we have around 630 businesses that are operating in South Africa. These are German businesses that are operating in South Africa. The president tells us that 100,000 of them, 100,000 people have been employed by these 630 companies, and this actually means that there's a more stable sort of relationship. Angela Merkel, who's the Vice Chancellor of Germany, also had a few words, of course, us having to use translators, but from the little that I did catch on, she spoke about us learning the experiences of free trade. Remember, we have the Africa Continental Free Trade area that's as the continent we are all working towards, with the deadline being around July this year. And she says that, beg your pardon, there's a lot that South Africa can learn from Germany with, them having ties with the European Union and all of that. So right after about 10 minutes, we were asked to leave, them telling us that these would be now private deliberations that they would have, but the little that I did catch on was the Siemens CEO, who just also spoke about some of the things that they as a company can offer to the South African economy. Of course, they already are situated here, saying that they are committed to another 160 years of operating in South Africa. Nompu.
Thanks very much, Diabo, for that report. My colleague there, Diabo Sito. We're going to go for a quick break. More news for you thereafter.